Welcome, everyone. We're here live at the camp at Mid-City.
Yeah, we're here in Huntsville on location because me and Sharla are up to something tonight. We both just got out of work, and we're over here at the camp. If you're ever in Huntsville, this is a really cool little spot at Mid-City. It's a short walk away from the Orion. If you've listened to the podcast, you know all about that place. It is the new amphitheater here in Huntsville. We're going to see the Abbott brothers over there before too long, right?
We are. That's coming up in May.
Wow. Yeah, we got a lot of shows coming up over there.
We have so many shows.
We'll talk more about that in the future. But we are here today to talk about the schedule that just released today. This came out, 10 a.m. this morning after so much drama the past 24 hours or so?
10 a.m. farm time is when it came out.
Yeah, Brad and Corey did not release the schedule as planned on the day that they said they were going to. It came out the next day. Came out this morning, and I think this may have been one of the most anticipated schedules in a long time, partially because of all that drama, but a number of other factors as well. I think we all anticipated some heartbreaking, conflicts. I didn't find that many. We're about to pour through the Century schedule day by day, but for me, there was just one or two that I kind of half expected anyways. How about you, before we dig in?
I didn't have that many either.
Really? Okay. Well, this is going to be a little mini episode, so let's just dig in. Let's start on Thursday. I'm sorry, we're one drink in, and it made me almost burp just then. And Charla got a notification. All right, let's go. What are you looking at for your Thursday, Charla?
I don't really have a lot on Thursday, so why don't you go first?
Oh, boy. Yeah, not a ton for me. A couple have caught my eye. So, D. Spitz is one that I'm half interested in. I want to see. Azeka on the other. The Lemon Twigs is probably the first must-see for me. It's kind of a conflict between them and Hey Nothing. Lemon Twigs are on this, Hey Nothing is on that, but I think I would go with the Lemon Twigs over the two. Wisp on that is probably a must-see for me. I've really got into them. They're at 7:45 on that. Of the Trees, B2B with Tape B on Infinity is probably going to be fun. That starts at 8:30. I kind of want to see Rebecca Black, but I feel like I should really go see at least a few songs from Luke Combs over on the What. And by the way, we should note that there's more than just the Thursday headliner on the What. There's two other bands that are playing on the What. That didn't happen last year before Pretty Lights.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So you've got Will Dorado and then Marcus King. That's kind of a big deal. Mm-hmm. I heard Bonadude really freaking out over the Will Dorado thing on the What. He's going to be there. Cool. Then Dom Dalla. I want to go see what that's all about. I haven't really got hardcore into him, but Catlow has a remix of that I've heard. I want to see a bit of Daniel Donato's Cosmic Country if I can. But then after that, after I see a bit of Cosmic Country and Dom Dalla, I'll probably get to bed a little early because it's going to be late nights for me from there on out. Now, how's your Thursday?
So Thursday is definitely my slowest day. I think the main thing for me is going to be the Daniel Donato's Cosmic Country, and that's pretty much it. Pretty much it. I mean, Hey Nothing, maybe I'll want to see a song, but I really don't have a lot on Thursday that I want to see, that I'm like, that's a must-see.
I gotta recommend that you get into the Lemon Twigs. I think you would like them if you listen to them a little deeper.
Okay, what kind of music are they? I don't know. You have to explain it to me.
They're very indie. They're kind of throwback. It's hard to really explain. Just go listen to their top songs on Spotify, and I think you might be more into them. Okay. I've really gotten into them in the past couple of weeks. All right, do you want to go first on Friday, or should I?
You go.
Oh, boy. All right, here we go. So Friday, the first really big conflict for me is going to be Cults and Mannequin Pussy. Cults, I've been talking with Taco from the What about this. I'm really into them as well. Mannequin Pussy, I feel like, is going to be one of the big breakout acts. They do overlap, so I could go see both if I'm okay with hanging out in the back. After that, the first really big conflict is between Foster the People and King Gizzard. Foster the People is on What, starting at 6:45. King Giz is on this, starting at 7. Sorry, Foster the People. I always wanted to see them, but I'm going all in on King Gizzard. Going to try to get close with Lacey if she's okay with that. Then after that, Goose on Witch. That is a conflict with Rainbow Kitten Surprise, but we just saw them here at the Orion right over there not too long ago. So I'm going with Goose. They start at 9:30 on Witch. I kind of want to see It's Murph on Infinity, but it's right during Tyler, the Creator, and I know I would regret it if I didn't go see him for at least a little bit. And then me and Lacey are getting in the pit for Glass Animals. That's the biggest one for her, probably. And then if we're both awake enough, we're going to tip her after that to get tipped before we hit the bed.
So I just want to point out something. Our friends in Flip Turn are on the what stage?
Yes, that's huge.
Abso-freaking-lutely. So they played the bus, what was it, 22 or 23?
Some years ago, yeah.
Some years ago.
And now they're on the what?
And now they're playing the freaking what stage at Bonnaroo.
And
so amazing.
Regretted to mention that because I'm a drink-in and I didn't even look that deep at the schedule right now. I have it on my notes, but yeah, I'm going to see a bit of Mannequin Pussy, then go see Flip Turn.
We like to say they got the bus bump.
They did get the bus bump, yeah.
They were on...
I've seen bumps.
Late night, one of the late night shows about a month or so ago, and they are just so incredible. But not only are they incredible, they're genuinely nice and friendly people.
Oh yeah, they were fun to hang out with.
10-10, you know, in my opinion. And go check them out. Listen to their music. Go check them out. They're just wonderful people.
Now, what about your Friday?
So my Friday, probably going to try to see Mannequin Pussy and our Flip Turn. Not really sure. You know, Leon Thomas plays right before Mannequin Pussy. I might want to check that out. I don't have a lot of people in general that I'm like, must absolutely see this year. And I really want to focus on the Totem Booth also this year, which we'll talk about that in a little bit. But, so Mannequin Pussy is one. You know, a lot of people have sent me the Red Clay Strays. I can't get into them.
Really?
Their music is too slow for me. It's a little bit too slow for me.
I can understand that. That's just a personal thing for you.
Yeah. So I used to be really into Goose, so I'll probably check them out. And then who else? Let's see.
We'll get to see Goose.
Oh my God, I didn't even notice this. So so I found a conflict finally.
What?
Oh my God.
What?
Marina.
Yes, I saw somebody mention that.
Rainbow Kitten Surprise. Oh.
That's a brutal one for the girlies.
Oh. Okay. Well, I just saw Rainbow Kitten. I just saw RKS here actually at the Orion.
Yeah.
Like, where we're sitting now. So, and that show was freaking phenomenal. But Marina, I've never seen Marina.
I think you should go with the one you haven't
Chloe
seen.
literally manifested. It was either Chloe or somebody else in the car. Manifested. Might have been Skylar. I don't know. Manifested Marina coming to Bonnaroo. Literally, we were on our way to South Star. We were riding down the road, and I had a Marina song on. And one of them said, wouldn't it be cool if we got Marina at Bonnaroo? So,
Can I manifest? Wouldn't it be cool if we got Tame next year? Okay, anyways.
Oh, but of course King Giz. I'm going all out on King Giz. Like, that's
same.
just a given.
No, I'm going to every second of King Giz.
That's just an absolute given, yeah. And, Glass Animals.
Yeah.
Clearly, because why would you not sing? Why would you not go to late nights in the middle of June?
It is a priority to get Lacey in the pit for that.
Like a duh.
Yeah.
And that's all I got.
Okay, let's go to Saturday. Do you want to take this one first?
I don't know. I got to pull it up on my phones. Okay, you go first.
Me go first. Okay. This is all theoretical because I might be running the Totem Booth early in the day, but if I can, I want to go see Gigi Perez at 3 o'clock on the what. I feel like she is about to entirely blow up in a very Chapel Roan kind of way, so I want to have seen her if at all possible.
Wait, that's right before our thingy.
It is. We're going to get to that here in just a moment. Let's get through Saturday and we'll talk about that. So, another one is Hot Mulligan. Brooklyn has been really hyping them up. I want to see them if possible, but I probably won't for a reason that we'll talk about in a few moments. Dope Lemon is one that I've really gotten into. They're playing this at 5 o'clock. Once we get done with our thing, we'll talk about in a moment. I'm going to try to book it over to that and see them for a little bit. Beat a Doobie at 6:15 on the what would be a cool one. I don't know if I'll be able to make it, but I'm going to try if I can. That'll be a game time decision. This is an instance in which I'm going to have to let Lacey pick and let her be my spirit guide because there is a not heartbreaking conflict, but still a conflict. Avril Lavigne plays at 8:15 on what? The Super Jam starts at this at 8:45, and Modest Mouse starts at 9:15. Those are three really good options. I think if it was up to me, I would go see Avril, but at that point, I think I'm just going to let Lacey decide and be my spirit guide. And then I'm taking her to Olivia. She wants to see her really bad. And then, Andrew, I'm sorry, but I am going to entirely skip Justice to see all of King Giz at their late night show, starting at 12:15 on this tent. And I'll probably be done after that. Maybe I'll stop by Gorgon City on the way out. I hear they're playing the Sunrise set. Well, you can tell they are. It's till 5:15 in the morning at the other. And that's my Saturday. How about yours?
Okay, so I just realized something.
Yeah.
I made a realization. I think I've been thinking Flatland Cavalry and Red Clay Strays were the same band this whole time.
It is confusing. I understand.
I think, and somebody can correct me, I think their music is very similar. If it's the band.
A little,
maybe.
I
I don't know. But either way, both of them are way too slow for me. I'm sorry. That's just my personal taste. So let's see what I have here. I should have looked at this better and prepared.
You had all day to look at this. You knew we were doing this.
So this is a hear me out.
Yes.
This is a really big hear me out. I really wanted to see Nelly. But
about that.
But
he played a certain show that makes me not want to see him anymore.
Do you go see Nelly with the throwbacks? I mean, because y'all don't understand. When I was in high school, that was like I remember going on my senior trip and us being like everybody in my class being on the bus and us just like slinging with the Nelly songs.
That was the album of the summer that year, 20-something years ago.
It really was, y'all. And so I really want to see Nelly.
Look, if we had Nelly a couple of years ago, like we were supposed to, it would have been great. But now, after what he did, that certain show that he played a couple months ago, I really don't care about it.
Yeah, there's somebody over here taking some pictures of some dollars.
Okay, why not?
Okay, anyways,
we listen and we don't judge.
Exactly. Obviously, Remy Wolf's Super Jam. Yeah.
Yeah, I figured Lacey's probably going to go with that because she knows about the pool party thing.
Yeah, Mount Joy. I want to see they played before Nelly, but it's not like a must see. Okay, so back to the Remy Wolf Super Jam. Yes, Lacey does know about it because our group is doing a very specific theme that I won't reveal right now.
See, if you guys are going to take custody of her for that show, I may go see Avril for a little bit.
I did not say that.
Okay.
I did not say that.
Well, Shayna might. I'm calling her out.
Okay. Shayna said for Glass Animals.
Okay.
And then King Giz. And then Sasquatch. But also Sasquatch is playing multiple places. So
I think he's going to be kind of like an artist in residence.
He's in the... Is Sasquatch a he?
Sasquatch. Sasquatch is a...
Sasquatch.
Sasquatches don't matter. They're whatever they need to be.
They're also playing in the Snake and Jakes.
Yeah.
And then Olivia.
Yeah, Sasquatch plays during Olivia, so that makes that impossible.
Yeah, okay. Well, anyway, so mainly on Saturday, to wrap everything up, the Remy Wolf Super Jam. Period.
That's the must-see?
Yes.
All right, let's take it to Sunday. We're only going over Centeroo. We'll talk more about Outeroo later. Oh, by the way, we need to talk about this before we go forward, about the Saturday thing.
Yeah, I just thought can I...
Yeah, go ahead. We got two things to get through here. You tell me first.
The Arcade Fire, did we, it was advertised as some kind of Santa something.
Santa Maria?
Something.
That was one of Columbus's boats. I can't remember.
Is it now just a regular Arcade Fire set?
I suppose so. Whatever that is, they're not referring to what it previously was now, so I don't know.
It doesn't say Santa whatever down there. And, at first it started, there was a rumor that it was a DJ set, and that was... Debunked, thank you. That was debunked, very quickly. And so now it's just on there listed under...
We'll talk about this another day, but King Gizzard takes priority for me that day.
Obviously.
Oh, wait, before we go to Sunday, we should go ahead and quasi-officially announce that we will be on the Centeroo schedule Saturday.
Is it Saturday or Friday?
Oh gosh, I'm a drinking.
You told me Friday.
That's correct. It is Friday. Sorry, I'm off. So yes, more info to come soon. But the plan is we will be doing a live podcast in Centeroo. It will be on the schedule. Waiting on having some more things lined up on that, but we will have more information very soon. So we will be talking Totem with some of our friends, and we will have a surprise musical guest right after. So yeah, I can go ahead and say that. Please stay tuned. We will have more for you in the next couple of weeks. But yes, catch us then.
Okay, let's move on to Sunday.
Yes.
Daniel, you go ahead and go first.
Oh boy. All right. So Sunday, I plan on having destroyed myself by then. I'm going to make sure that the kid has time to rest up. So we're going to be taking it relatively easy. The plan is I'm just going to take it easy. I'm going to come in late, and maybe I'll go to something beforehand. But the only priority for me is Royal Otis at 4:30 at Witch.
Food's coming.
And here comes dinner. Then King Gizzard at 6:15. That's us. Thank you. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Ooh. All right. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. So they have really cool service here at the camp. You can like order from a QR code and they bring it to you.
Yeah,
that was really cool.
Awesome.
Yeah. I got some tacos and fries here and nachos. All right. Royal Otis and King Gizzard following that, 6:15 at the Witch. And then probably dip over to the What for Vampire Weekend. And then back for Queens of the Stone Age. And then maybe I'll see Hosier for a little bit. But I think the bigger priority for me is Washed Out at Infinity. But again, Lacey will probably be a spirit guide, and we'll see how she's doing. Now, how about you?
So, Sunday is definitely my busiest day. Can we talk about Goldie Boutelier? I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly.
Yeah, can we talk about that? Tell me
Yes. Oh, my goodness. So, I have listened to like one song, but then Chloe, when we did our ladies episode, Chloe put me on, and oh my goodness. Like, Goldie is like my new favorite. She's got this song called Body Heat, and it, oh, yes, Queen.
I heard that.
Queen. Okay, so that's the first thing I'm going to see. And then I'm going to bounce on over to the Witch stage and see my number one of the whole week, Treaty Oak Revival.
Really?
Yes, because you know that I like really fast country music.
I do know that.
Slow stuff. Like, no, fast country music. And then I'll probably stay there and see Royal Otis into King Giz. And then I really want to see, Big Gigantic after that. And
I'm looking at this. I may go see LSZ instead of Queens. I'll let Lacey decide, but we already saw Queens.
Yeah.
We'll see.
And then that's my Sunday.
All right. Some of the conflicts are a little heartbreaking. The big one for me is Justice and King Giz, but I was already prepared for that. I guess the biggest one is I really, really, really wanted to see Foster the People, but that's impossible since they're playing at the same time as King Giz. Other than that, I'm okay. There's not any like really bad heartbreaks. There's been years where there were way worse ones, so I'm okay with how this landed. How about you?
Oh, yes, it's great. For me.
For you. I know for others.
All your other people complaining.
Yeah. I saw there was a lot that was heartbreaking for Shayna today. She was talking about that online. We'll talk with her soon. But anyways, we just want to give you kind of a reaction to how this looked. Not bad for us. We'll talk more about Outeroo in the future. I think I can go ahead and also tell you that we have a big episode coming up soon. So Corey, who many of you know from the Roo staff, will be on this coming week. And I think we're going to be talking with Supergroup before too long as well.
Yes,
we may have to do another doubleheader. We've had so much going on.
We're going to get Supergroup on, and then possibly...
Success is a curse.
Possibly we're going to have another takeover episode with a
juggalo?
A juggalo. With a true juggalo.
Yeah.
That's going to do a takeover. So.
And
yes.
I'm going to very carefully say what I'm about to say, but we have the hugest guest we've ever had in the history of this show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's about to be huge.
Yeah.
What is?
Here about 2 or 3 weeks away. Huge. The biggest guest ever. People are saying it's the biggest guest. All right, I'm not going to. All right.
Stop.
But yeah, I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to like pre-announce anything. No. It's going to be a bit of a surprise.
You already put it all over the internet. I don't know what you're
it's in our Discord if you dig around. But yeah, we have a huge guest. I'm shocked we have them coming up. That's going to be here in a couple of weeks, so stay tuned. Anyways, from the camp here in Huntsville, Alabama, just down the road from the Orion, we're about to dig into some tacos.
Yes, I'm really hungry.
Happy Roo. Get out there and radiate positivity.
Bye.